Presiding over a decades-long golden age of peace and prosperity, King Jaehaerys the Conciliator died in 103 AC and was succeeded by Viserys Targaryen, who broke tradition and established precedent to name his sole surviving child, Princess Rhaenyra, heir to the Iron Throne. Yet this decision was undermined when the king's wife died, and he married young Alicent Hightower, who birthed 4 children, including 3 boys as potential successors. Though Viserys reaffirmed Rhaenyra's place as heir, a rivalry grew between the Blacks for the Targaryen princess and Greens for the Hightower queen, seeking to make her eldest son Aegon the next king. When Viserys died in 129 AC, the Greens usurped the Iron Throne, declaring Aegon king of Westeros, while on Dragonstone, the Blacks crowned Rhaenyra, beginning the Dance of the Dragon civil war. Seeking allies, the Blacks sent Rhaenyra's husband, the rogue Prince Daemon Targaryen, upon Caraxes to rally support in the Riverlands, while her firstborn son, 14-year-old Jaehaerys, flew Vermax on successful diplomatic missions to the Vale and north. Meanwhile, the Queen's second son, 13-year-old Lucerys, was sent on Arrax to the Stormlands, where they mistakenly assumed Boros Baratheon, as a cousin to Rhaenys, would support Rhaenyra like his father had in the past. But instead, Lucerys found Aemond of the Greens negotiating an alliance, and so tried to leave peacefully, only for the Green to follow on Vhagar, the biggest dragon known to exist, roughly 5 times larger than Arrax, and kill the prince as well as his dragon in the dance over Shipbreaker Bay. While Rhaenyra raged over the death of her son, Daemon swore vengeance and reached out to Mysaria, a powerful underworld spy master who hired Blood, a butcher and former sergeant in the City Watch, alongside Cheese, a clever rat catcher expertly familiar with the secret tunnels and hidden doors of the Red Keep. Stealthily infiltrating the castle and Tower of the Hand, Blood and Cheese threatened to kill all Queen Helena's children and rape her daughter unless she named one of her sons to die. In near hysterics, she chose Maelor, reasoning he was too young to understand, only for Blood to cut the head off the king's eldest son and heir, Jaehaerys Targaryen. 2 days later, Blood was arrested trying to leave the city, and under brutal torture, revealed his accomplices and paymaster. Despite a desperate search, neither Mysaria nor Cheese were found, and so the king lashed out, ordering all castle ratcatchers hanged, which some theorize may have included the vanished assassin. Consumed by hatred, the king felt a drunken rage, demanding reprisal, and so Sir Criston Cole sent the Kingsguard, Arryk Cargyll, on a mission to infiltrate Dragonstone, posing as his twin brother Arryk, who served in the Queensguard of Rhaenyra. Hailing from House Cargyll of the Crownlands, Arryk and Arryk were born identical twins, and trained all their lives as warriors, both earning knighthood and positions on the Kingsguard of the Royal House Targaryen. Participating in the tourney at Maidenpool in 104 AC, both were unhorsed by Sir Criston Cole, who proved so impressive he too was named to the Kingsguard the following year. According to Septon Eustace, it was Sir Arryk Cargyll who found Rhaenyra in bed with her uncle Daemon Targaryen, while Sir Arryk was named the sworn shield to the princess after the removal of Harwin Strong. Though the brothers had a close relationship, they parted during the Dance of the Dragon Civil War, when Sir Arryk, stationed in the capital, chose to side with Aegon II, while Sir Arryk remained loyal to the chosen heir Rhaenyra Targaryen. As for the other Kingsguard, the Lord Commander Sir Criston Cole, Sir Rickard Thorne, and Sir Willis Fell sided with the Greens and stayed in King's Landing, while Sir Laurent Marbrand, assigned to Dragonstone with Sir Arryk, remained loyal to the Queen. As for Sir Steffon Darkland, who was in the capital when the war began, he too chose the Blacks and so fled to Dragonstone with his squire, 2 stewards, 4 guardsmen, and the crown of King Jaehaerys passed on to King Viserys so he might present it to the rightful queen. In recognition of his loyalty and service, Rhaenyra named Sir Steffon Darkland Lord Commander of the Queensguard. When Sir Arryk accompanied Grand Maester Orwyle to failed peace talks on Dragonstone, songs say the brothers exchanged declarations of love before parting, as the next time they met would be as enemies. And indeed this was the case, as the vengeance of Blood and Cheese pushed Criston Cole to send Sir Arryk on a mission of assassination, possibly assigned to kill the queen or her children, though the target was never discovered. Unhappy with the mission, but duty-bound to obey orders, Sir Arryk visited a sept and prayed for forgiveness from the mother before leaving the castle. Disguised as a fisherman, Arryk changed into his white cloak armor upon landing on Dragonstone and infiltrated the castle by posing as his twin brother. Yet as fortune would have it, Sir Arryk was headed for the royal apartments at the same time, and upon spotting Arryk, immediately understood the situation, resulting in the legendary duel of the Cargyll Twins. Accounts differ on what truly happened, as Sept and Eustace simply stated they slew each other, while Grand Maester Munkin claimed they fought for an hour, waking up much of the court who did not interfere because they could not tell the brothers apart, and in the end, both suffered mortal wounds to die weeping in each other's arms. Then there was the Queen's Jester Mushroom, who said they called each other traitors before Arryk nearly cut off Arryk's arm at the shoulder. Arryk then pulled his brother's cloak as he collapsed to stab Arryk in the belly. Arryk died quickly from his wounds, but Arryk lived 4 more days, cursing his brother while screaming in pain. Unsurprisingly, the singers tend to discount Mushroom's version and write tales of honorable twins who professed their love before drawing their swords. Among the many works dedicated to this story, one of the most well-known was Farewell My Brother by Lucian of Tarth. Remembered as great and beloved heroes, the Duel of the Cargyll Twins remained famous throughout Westeros for nearly 2 centuries, with important figures during the War of the Five Kings like Bran Stark, Sansa Stark, and Cersei Lannister making reference to the Cargyll Twins, while others, like Olenna Tyrell's personal guards, were named Arryk and Arryk after the legendary brothers. A special thanks to all those who contribute to CivilizationEx, like Sir Bob of the Buoy, Torque Frostbite, Tim, and Z Packwood. If you'd like to help the channel, be sure to give a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and click on the links below, or else go to patreon.com/CivilizationEx, where you can gain early access to videos, vote on future content, and watch the Patreon-only series, Heroes of Lore and Legend.